Good job. Oh, now imagine if you had a 3-ball.
Oh, shit! Dude.
Get it back for that, Brian. Look out.
What's up, Don Clan? We're back with another first one 2K26 video. I'm gonna show y'all this build. Insane. Recreated my 7-footer from the last 2K. My footer straight, everything. Poster, creates his own shot off the dribble, putbacks, poster. Literally, I will have centers way into the paint, sit still in the paint, thinking, hey, he can't really do shit. I'm standing in the paint, ready for a block, dunking on him, greening the dunk meter this year. Word of my mother. I'm not even from New York. Word of my mother. It's blessed. But yes, in this video, I'm gonna show y'all how to make this build, and I need y'all to listen to every single detail on why I make the build that I make, because if you don't, you're gonna fuck it up. So need y'all to lock in. Let's get to it. All right, DC, I'm gonna show y'all how to make this build. Okay, so follow it to a T, and this is not your ordinary build video. I'm gonna explain to you why I made the build the way I made it, because I know how y'all gonna be. Skip to the very end, see the build, and be like, oh, it's trash, why would you upgrade this? Bro, you gotta listen with your ears. Okay, so yeah, hand does not matter. You could do it with the left hand or the right hand. No, y'all gross, bro. Not like that. Jersey number, whatever. 46 is so chopped. 47 looks cooler. He's gonna be a power forward. The reason why it's a power forward and not a center, your interior defense is not good enough to play center mainly, so I would not. You could do center. You know what, I'm lying. You could do center. For me, this build kind of like this build is like inspired by Giannis. So this is like Giannis, but more like strengthy, more like of a unit instead of like agile. Now you want to go with 248 for the weight, because like I said, we're Aki, like we're a unit moving people around, and you want to max out the wingspan to 7'6". So just like this, I try to do this build at 6'11" to get more speed. It just wasn't worth it with the attribute spread, to be real. And if you want it to be more agile, you won't have that strength. So this build is a hybrid. You could play center with this build, or you could be power forward. You could be the 4 and play behind a stretch big. If you play behind a stretch big, golden. But you could be the center. So for the physicals, go with the 66 speed. All right, now for the agility, 56 agility, I believe. Hold on, 56 agility. Now for the strength, you want to max this out, and for that vertical, you want to go 83. Okay, so now explanation for everything. The speed and agility are not maxed out because I had to do sacrifices to spread the attribute elsewhere. The strength, you're gonna get that gold brick wall. So like I said, you could play center. I was bugging earlier where I'm like, I wouldn't play center on this build. Bro, you could play center on this build. Sorry for being like hella slow. And the vertical, this allows you to get is gonna max out the aerial wizard. You can't see it now, but you're gonna have the highest aerial wizard. And bro, you're a 7-footer with an 83 vertical, and you weigh 248. You're gonna be this is a monster. Now for your defensive rebounding, you're gonna go with 92. So this will give you all the rebounding badges on gold. So like I said, you could rebound really well, so you could play center. It's like a center power forward hybrid, and also you get the defensive board, and you do your own fast break. That's why I like about this build a lot. Now for the defense, hey bro, the defense kind of cooked. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, so for the block, we went 84 to get the high flying denier on silver and the paint patroller on silver. Your interior will be a 74, so you could get that post lockdown on bronze. Your perimeter defense is going to be 62, so you could get immovable forcer, so you could like get them cut off animations. Sorry guys, I lied. I made the interior defense a 71, so you do not get post lockdown. My fault, bro. I know I just straight up lied. But yeah, this is why I said I would rather y'all play the 4 on this build, because your interior kind of fucking sucks. You're not really that great on defense. You're gonna get blocks. If you know how to play defense, you'll be straight. But if you want this to be a defender build, this is not your build. This build is legit to produce offense, like be dominant. All right, so for the playmaking, 85 pass. Jesus, bro, go to the 85. So yeah, this gives you visionary passer on gold, so you could be point guard. I run point with this build all the time. Like I said, you take it from the fast break. You could either go all the way, dunk on the other opponent, or you could throw dimes if you have IQ, so you could spot them in the corner. You know what I'm saying. Now for the ball handle, yeah, the ball handle is going to be a 65, so that's going to get you all like the dribble animations, and I'm gonna show you y'all what animations I have and all that. Now for your speed with ball, it's going to go to a 56, no, 57, so that's pretty high for a 7-footer, you know, 57 speed with ball. So this is the playmaking, so you are a good playmaker, especially for a footer. Now for the shooting, max out the 3-point shot. So yeah, it's, you know, saying pressure. So yeah, this is gonna get you the set shot specialist silver and the dead eye bronze. So imagine when you get the plus the tier 2, whatever, the badge +2. So hey, you could be crazy and you could add this to the set shot, you know. Or I would rather do it for the inside badges, but this build's gonna be able to shoot. Now your free throws at 60. You got to make sacrifices, got to have the low free throw for being such a dominant force. And by the way, guys, with this build, tweak it to your liking. I know I said look at, like, watch every detail on how I made the build. You're gonna mess up the build, but that's because of my certain play style, and I'm gonna try to have footage from how the build plays. But if you want to tweak the build to your liking, you can. But just overall, I just want you guys to see like the main points and why I did everything I did. So make it to how you like. For me, like, I like higher passing builds. I cannot play on a build with a low pass. All right, for the final category, that inside category, 85 close shot, 90 layup, driving dunk, max it out. Don't even max it out. Standing dunk, 90. Post control, 75. So look, with the close shot, you get the mismatch and you don't get the dunk off. You're still gonna be able to finish in that paint. You get float game on gold, bro. Floaters are back. Just letting y'all know. I'm labbing some floaters. I need to add that to the bag, because 24 did a lot. 25, you couldn't do that shit. All right, for the driving layup, you're gonna get physical finisher on gold, so you're gonna green a lot of bullshit BS contested layups when they're trying to play physical on you. 89 dunk, this is the max. You're gonna get the basic contact dunks, the off the 2, off 1. That's really all you need. And in the future, when I have the +2, I'm gonna use it on the post riser. So yeah, it's gonna be scary hours. Also, get that aerial wizard on Hall of Fame. Hey, aerial wizard is a slept on badge. This will get you all the putbacks. I get putback posters. So you're gonna need that. The standing dunk to get the rise up on gold. So yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot of like standing dunks and standing dunk contact dunks. When I have the +5 attribute caps, I'm gonna have that on Hall of Fame. And I don't know if it's in the game. 95 last year, you unlocked JaVale McGee dunk. That was like a really crazy dunk package for standing dunks. I don't know if it's this year, but that +5 is going into that standing dunk. And the post control, please. This, I know I said make the build to your own, like, you know, this, I need y'all niggas to not mess this up. The reason why I went 75, right? You do get some post moves, so you're gonna be able to move in that post a bit, maybe shoot a little fadey if you tweak the build to like get more of a mid. Sorry. Cannot speak. If you tweak the build to get more of a midi, you're gonna be able to hit like some fadeaway middies and all that. That's cool. You need unpluckable. If you're gonna go coast to coast and off the dribble, you need unpluckable. I don't get plucked that much. I rarely get plucked in this game. 25 when I had my last build, just similar to this, I had it without the unpluckable. Worst thing I could have ever done. There's no point of you driving into the paint, going coast to coast if you cannot hold the ball. So please get the unpluckable. Please, I'm begging you. The unpluckable. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this is really how I made the build. You're a force inside, like you can't be stopped. You have a little 3-point shot, so you could spot from the corner. I know the free throw is low for all my dogs with direct, but hey, bro, you gotta make some sacrifices to be like this. Crazy good playmaker for your height. The defense is very scary. You do have a good enough block rating, so if you could time your blocks, you'll be good. But if you're just trying to play hands up defense in the paint, you're gonna get fried. I'm sorry. You gotta have IQ to be able to play defense this well with this low of defensive ratings. You're gonna be a crazy good rebounder. This also, that rebounder chaser goal, this helps you get the putback posters and also just put back layups. So just free buckets. Why wouldn't you want free buckets? And then your physicals, they're pretty good for a 7-footer. You have a maxed out strength, then you have I think the agility. No, not agility. I think the vertical is maxed out. See, this is why I want y'all to have the 83, because you get the pogo stick on Hall of Fame. But yeah, this is the build. The takeover that I've been running is really basic. Yeah, I just do the finisher one. So it's driving dunk, standing dunk, close shot, and it makes you get a lot more contact dunks and alley-oops and stuff. So that's the one that I run all the time. When I have the custom one, I'm gonna add a 3-point shot instead of close shot. Do something freaky like that. But yeah, once you make the build, your comparisons is Evan Mobley, Anthony Davis, Paulo Banchero. Good. The name is chopped rim reaping power dimer. I don't rock with that, but hey. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blocking this. So yeah, you guys can see the shades. Also look at the top attributes: defensive rebound, strength, layup. Your strength's very effective defensive rebounder, powerful screen. So if y'all want to play that pseudo center, quick rise with 2-hand dunks and punishes defenders at the rim. Weakness, you can't get steal. So yeah, on this build, you can't get steal. But like I said, you guys can tweak the build to your liking. Some things I do want y'all to keep the same though, because I don't want y'all to fuck up. Last year I fucked up this build really bad, and I regret it. But yeah, that's really it for the build. Sorry, I gotta switch it to this view. Y'all know where to find me at Steevo on all platforms. If y'all want more 2K video, let me know and share this with your family. Fuck it, your aunt gotta see the build. Love y'all. Peace.